morning, my neighbors. I can sleep. The chickens are up early and I got to eat. I stay woke. I stay woke. I stay woke. I stay woke. I am up. I stay woke. I don't sleep. I stay woke. I stay woke. I stay woke. For the culture, motherfucker.
What a guan. What happening? What up, good folks? It's me. I caught 2 bodies in Brooklyn. I moved to LA under a different name. And life is good. What's up? Welcome to another episode of Stay Woke. I'm JB.
I'm Julie.
And that was the worst impersonation of a Jamaican.
You know what? I didn't think I was doing a Jamaican. I was doing something, but I didn't know exactly what.
I don't know what island or
it comes from whatever I was doing comes from Canada.
Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia sounds about right. We miss y'all, motherfuckers. Hope everybody's been good. We're going to get this shit started with Azealia Banks. We need to talk about Azealia Banks. I thought I would never talk about Azealia Banks. I'm talking about Azealia Banks.
Would you get head from Azealia?
Not really. I know what? It depends on how fucked up I was. I probably would.
She looks like she'd
single.
bite.
Huh?
She looks like she'd bite. Just to let you know that she can.
But I'm not really.
I don't know.
She's a cute black girl.
She has like nice lips.
Yeah, she's a cute
nice
girl.
DSLs.
She's just a body not really jumping for me. So are we up
I
to
said
speed?
head. I didn't say like, ooh, let's caress her and make love to her.
Doesn't the body sometimes stimulate you wanting to get head, or you just get head from anybody?
Would you?
No, nigga, like.
Would 212 be playing in the background?
And you just seeing her be like, oh man, she probably can suck dick really good. And then you just get the head.
In the background.
Right?
Yeah, totally.
You know, maybe a little Queen Rapunzel mixtape.
All right, for all of you guys that are not privy to what the fuck has happened,
What's her mixtape?
Azealia Banks was not actually invited to a party. Russell Crowe had an intimate affair at his in his hotel suite and had about 10 guests for dinner. One of those guests allegedly was RZA. RZA decided to bring Azealia Banks with him as his guest because they're doing a bunch of stuff together, and he thought, hey, it'd be cool to bring you in this world. All I remember was Azealia tweeting that she got into it with Russell, and he roughed her up, spit on her, and called her nigger multiple times. The next day, everyone from the party outside of Azealia pretty much said, hey, he didn't do those things. She was acting erratic, and yes, he did remove her from the room and called security. Azealia clapped back at TMZ and said, no, the nigga said the N-word, and RZA didn't defend me. Yesterday, RZA puts out something and says she was acting erratic. And yeah, he might have roughed up a little bit, the dude, but he didn't really
What? He did not say that.
What did he say?
Man, this nigga be always embellishing stories. That's what I'm saying. Stay woke. No, nigga, stay lying.
Oh my God. I didn't know what
I was
RZA
not
said.
lying. I'm going off
RZA
fucking
was
just.
like-
I'm going off glimpsing. So go ahead, educate us.
No, RZA said, RZA was like, yeah, I invited her. RZA was like, I flew her out to LA. I gave her money. I usually don't comment on shit like this, but I need to comment on this now because my name's involved. She like everybody was chill. She was a little drunk. Usually people are pretty chill about like running your mouth when you're drunk. But then she like tried to break a bottle and like told people she was going to stab them. And she had to leave. And she got like taken out. She was like forcibly removed by Russell Crowe. Yeah. There was no like rough and tumble. There was like,
here's where we separate the superheroes from the actual mortal civilians. What you're talking about is what he posted on his Facebook. What I'm talking about is live on TMZ. You remember that, Jason, from last night? Oh, yes. He said he put hands on her. They caught him out there. He kept slipping. And they go, did he say the N-word? No, he didn't say the N-word. I mean, he grabbed her. He didn't choke her, though, but he grabbed her.
Well, yeah, but he had to grab her to get her out of the
way when you see the video.
He's Australian.
Yeah, when you see, but he has a history of beating down women. He beat down that security on TV camera 5 years ago. I saw that.
A woman's security?
Yeah, because she was talking to him while he was on the phone. Lost his shit on camera. There are incidences 5 times. Not saying that this really happened because we know Azealia is a smart woman and we're talking about her now. But on the TMZ shit, I felt like RZA got caught slipping. Because you know how they call you, and even though you know what the questions are, they're like, well, did he choke her? That's how Harvey was. And he's like, I mean, he might have got a little rough, but he didn't choke her, though. Oh, well, I mean, and then it was crazy shit. And even though you know, I feel like the N-word might have been said, allegedly. I wasn't there. And I give kind of like, if you're going to go to someone's shit and stir up the WAP's nest like she always does, and you know what I mean? That shit happens.
I just feel bad for RZA. Like, how embarrassing is that?
Here's the question. How heavy? Because she said some ill shit. She said you didn't do anything because the room was so heavy. How heavy was the room?
What does that mean?
The room was with some big wig Hollywood folks. Also, here's where it gets crazier. It was RZA's doing a movie with Russell Crowe and a bunch of big wig folks, and fucking Azealia Banks was the lead.
Oh, was Russell Crowe in that?
I guess so. That's what that was about. She's the lead, and now she's not.
Well,
in the
now
movie.
she's definitely not. Yeah.
And RZA's, obviously from the Facebook post, he was like, I didn't want her to talk about the record deal thing. It's not really specifically a record deal for me. It's me vouching for her and co-signing, yada, yada, yada. So this shit is, if Homeboy said the N-word, right? Is he gonna get a pass? Is media just not gonna look at that after roughing her up? Or are we gonna talk about grabbing by the pussy?
Of course he's gonna get a pass. Of course, first of all, if he said it.
Yeah.
Justin Bieber said it on that one song when he got a pass. No one's saying anything.
No one's gonna take.
Lying?
No, you're not lying. But
This is recent.
White people say that shit a lot. They just
We don't say that shit a lot. Calm down. Don't talk for me. Don't speak for
What are you talking
me.
about? You gotta say white people.
I'm the only white person in this room.
Actual white people, the Germanic motherfuckers, don't look at you as white.
That's the sweetest thing you've ever said to me. It honestly is.
Happy.
Yeah, you look like a hairy Persian.
Oh, that's close enough. No, but what I think is wild about, like, I mean, I can't even if RZA is completely making this shit up. I hate you. Even if RZA is completely making this shit up, like, I can't blame him because there's no way that an Azealia Banks party would be better than a Russell Crowe party. You know what I mean? Like, which person are you going to align yourself with? The person who goes to like shitty ghetto gothic shit in Brooklyn all the time, or a fucking Beverly Wilshire Russell Crowe party?
Sounds like a
we're
black
missing
you.
the point, Julie. Okay, so Danny gets invited. Danny is shooting a movie. I don't know you're in the movie, right? Or whatever. Somebody important is throwing a party. Danny brings you, right? And I'm at the party. Let's just say I'm super important behind the scenes Hollywood dude. I'm playing music and Julie starts heckling me like Julie normally does, which I'm very strong with the force, so I can take that. But she starts heckling me and I go, and she does all the things allegedly that Azealia says, and I grab her, rough her up, and start saying anti-Semitic shit to her, spit on her, and kick her out the room. That's not cool. That's the point I'm trying to make.
I mean, if I broke a bottle, if I was like, yo, I'm gonna like paint the room in your blood.
That's crazy, I know.
Like,
But so maybe that warranted him saying, man, get this fucking nigger bitch out of here.
No, she pushed his buttons, he snapped, I get it. First of all, what the fuck are you doing, RZA? You're gonna cast somebody in your movie and not know their history?
I mean,
what do you think that's all about?
Understand from what if from the point to them shooting all this time or them hanging out, obviously she hasn't done anything to fuck that up, and he was like, oh man, you should come, everybody here, it'd be cool for them to see you. He probably has never seen her.
He forgot she was savage and she was calculated, and she goes, I'm gonna make the whole world talk about me because nobody's talking about me and no one's gonna talk about me even if I do this fucking movie. I'm going to turn up. She fucking pushed the buttons, turned up, and that nigga Russell Crowe, who was a savage, a Aussie savage, just went off, allegedly. And RZA could have taken a stance as a human and say, yo, you can't handle a woman, because he didn't stop Russell. He said it on the TMZ thing. They go, did you at least stop it? He goes, no. So he did what I would.
That nigga's sweet, and the bitch is doing, and he probably saw everything that she did.
And he trying to put out this movie, and these are the people funding the movies. It's probably some heavyweights.
See, that's how you think. Like, see, now you hear what he said. He's like, oh, some heavyweights. I don't want to fuck up my shit. Nah,
she said that.
That's what she said.
That.
I know.
I think she's saying the truth. She said it was a bunch of heavy. She goes, the reason he pussied out is because all the bigwig Hollywood niggas have bigger dicks to him, and he was scared to not be able to put his movie out, so he didn't back me up.
Why would you back that up though? Like, that's
if a bitch is in there that done broke a bottle and talking about she gonna cut people in the room, and he like, nah, hey, there's no security. It's a private 10-person dinner. Nigga, that's my spot.
Yeah.
I gotta grab, I gotta get her out, and she's probably kicking and doing all that shit. No, I'm gonna grab her, open the door, and throw her ass out. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. And guess what? He has all rights to do that.
Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, I 100% agree with these two niggas over here, but that's because we're kind of like an enterprise of where we know kind of like what to do and what not to do, which sucks though, because in any other situation, I don't know how to, I don't know if her complexion has any, like, will we have more sympathy? No? Okay.
It doesn't, man.
Okay.
What if
So
that
if-
was Courtney Love?
What if that was, what
The
if that
minute
was,
you break a bottle, no one cares what color you are.
Okay.
Like,
And saying you
so
gonna cut
does
some
breaking
people,
a bottle warrant the N-word?
saying you gonna cut somebody?
Yeah. Does it warrant the
John,
N-word?
if Julie did that at a party where
I'm not- I-
I'd be like, man, you stupid white bitch.
Yeah.
Or I'd probably say, man, get this honky out of here. So, like, what? I mean, damn, that's enraged. I might say some shit that, like, might come out crazy.
Yo.
I think in the grand scheme, if one party is like threatening to cut up faces, also cut up faces of people who work, whose entire profit is their face, and then the
They
other
didn't
side.
say if they were actors or actresses.
Well,
you're just like you're adding extra to the story.
but no,
I
but
get it.
you know what I mean. But then, like, it's all pretty people. It's all people living in LA.
True.
That's a fucked up
All
thing.
pretty people live.
Of course,
in
all
LA.
pretty people. Who else is it going to be at a private Russell Crowe party?
We're about to take this
You
shit
live
on
here.
a new level.
Fuck
But I'll
off,
tell you
Danny.
guys what I think with my thoughts segueing into this record I'm about to play. I fucking think Azealia Banks is one of the smartest fucking characters I've ever seen in a fucking long time. I wasn't supposed to talk to her in my life about her for the rest of my physical, natural life. I'm talking about her on a platform. We
I don't
all
think
are.
she's actually
Let me
smart.
finish. I think she's this generation's. If she were backed by the right person, a la Oprah, and it was controlled, I think she could be this generation's Wendy Williams. Give that bitch a podcast, a show, and she just talk shit and stir up fucking controversy.
I don't think she's actually smart. I think she does a lot of shit. I think
That's
it's
some
separating.
racist ass shit.
It's
I
not
don't think
racist.
she's
It's
smart.
not racist. I don't
Yes,
think.
it is.
No, it's
You
not.
You know
just
white
No,
women
it's
don't
not.
like black
I
women.
don't think
Dumb
this shit
monkey.
is.
That's
no,
what you
that
call
is
her.
not what I said.
In so many words.
I
what the
said
fuck
no
was you
because
saying?
you're saying that this is all calculated, and again, as we've spoken about separating the artist from the art, I think this is an example of that. She creates amazing shit and amazing controversy, and literally gives us content. However, is that what she goes into it doing? I don't think so. I don't think she
Yeah, I
goes
think
into
so.
it. You think she? That's a lot of risk.
I think
that's a lot.
50-50. I think
Nigga, she done-
50-50.
she done- yeah.
I think 50-50. I don't think she plans what she's gonna do, but she has no chill button and she doesn't care about she doesn't have any coof. So I think
Exactly.
that's the 50.
I agree. I mean,
think
that's- so she goes
I think
wildin'.
she knew when she was gonna go in that room, she was gonna turn up and fuck with them a little. She
That's
didn't
not-
know. it
No,
was-
I don't think she knew, but like the minute she got drunk and then somebody probably said something to her that she didn't like, and that's her reaction.
Yeah.
Is all, oh, I'm this chick from Harlem. Like, I'm about to.
Obviously, she wasn't ready for a new level. Let's get this remix popping. I really love it. It's new ASAP Ferg. New level remix.
That
21,
song
21.
was garbage.
No,
What
no.
the fuck was
Damn,
that?
she said it was garbage.
That was horrible. That was just someone screaming at me.
Girl, don't you know the only reason I played it is because it was a new Lil Uzi verse? That's the only reason I played it. I like fucking.
Why is Uzi
and
on a trash can of a song then?
because the ASAP mob means something, and they're fucking dope, and Rocky's awesome. And I wouldn't.
Does
I
anybody
wouldn't bet
really care
against.
about
I wouldn't
A$AP
bet
Ferg?
against Ferg. I'm a little disappointed in the project he put out, but Rocky's verse was dope, and Uzi's was dope.
Hey, can I throw a curveball in like our topics?
Go for it.
Do it.
So let's segue from the Russell Crowe thing into this. So this kicker from the New York Giants, his name is Josh Brown.
Mm-hmm.
He literally just got reinstated. Like he was suspended for one game in football for beating up his wife. He beat her up on 4 different occasions. He actually had to.
Is this alleged or is it like?
No, he had.
No, Ray
this is-
Rice even tweeted him.
Yo, bro, this is literally like the police records. Like
As you continue on, sir, let me just interject with you. His race.
he's white.
Keep going.
So he was at practice yesterday, and everybody's like, "That's crazy." So there's another football player, this dude, Steve Smith. Steve Smith plays for the Ravens. He used to play for the Carolina Panthers, but you know he's known like he's an aggressive dude. Like he's had fights in the NFL like several times. If somebody gets out of line, he'll put you in a place. So he tweets. He was like, "Damn, that's crazy." He's like, "Josh Brown, if your wife was my daughter, he's like, you would be on injured reserve right now." And then people were like, what? Yeah, because, and he meant it. Like he wouldn't have lied. Like, you know what I mean? That's how he felt. But it was just crazy that, you know, Ray Rice, that's the dude that was on the video. that was got
The elevator
beat
one?
up his wife. Yeah. That dude, remember he got suspended
I know
for
the whole
4
story.
games, and then it turned into a whole year, and now he's basically blackballed because he's not on the team at all. So this dude, they're like, oh, that's crazy. You got suspended 1 game, you back playing, and nobody ain't saying shit about it. So my thing is like, damn, y'all really be letting us know.
White privilege.
Shut up. How many fucking football players have beat their... Also, don't you dare make this white privilege when what it really is
How
male
is it not
privilege.
white?
Are you
This
fucking
idiot.
kidding me?
She's an
What about
idiot.
every single woman married to these guys who are perpetually getting beaten? You're making it about you
Hey,
when it's
we talking
literally,
about
when
I
it's
have to do
literally,
this.
Hey,
when what it
listen,
really is
listen,
about
listen.
some woman
Listen.
getting punched in the face. Are
Hey,
you
listen.
fucking serious?
Listen, we're talking about the 2 cases that we actually know about physically.
Yeah.
There was 2 cases where one was black and one was white.
The punishment was
black guy
completely
got
different.
suspended for a whole year and now is reinstated, but oddly, no team will pick him up. Now, this white guy got suspended for 1 game
That's all we're talking about.
and he's back
Right,
playing
but-
and all. But what?
There's no
the
but.
fucking
What are
There's
they?
no
Because
but.
what is? Yes, there is a huge but. Because the fact of the matter is, you don't give a shit about why they're actually being suspended. You care about their race, and that is why they're being suspended. And you're making it about you, when in fact it is a domestic
what
violence
is
issue.
out of
You're
her
making it about
mind?
you.
You
Are you
sound
fucking
crazy
stupid?
as
You
hell
don't
right
give a
now.
flying fuck that
You
these people.
sound
You don't give
crazy
a
as
fuck
fuck.
that these
Who
women
is
got hit.
condoning that it was cool what they did?
What
Where
are-
did we say
what
that?
are their
No one
wives' names?
condones
What
it.
are their
Talking
wives'
about
names?
No one's.
No
no
one.
one.
Right?
What are you
Right?
talking
I don't
about?
care what the
It's
bitches'
the
names
crime.
is.
Exactly. You don't fucking give a
So
shit
what does that
about
even
them.
mean?
Because that's what
Do
the
you know
problem
their
is.
wife's name?
I don't know shit about
So
football.
shut
I don't
up.
know
That
their
don't matter.
names.
Like, what are we talking about
What are
their
you talking
wife's
about?
name?
Because you're pretending like it's a big fucking deal.
No, it is
and
a
the
big
fact that
fucking deal.
You're
Because
making it about
one's black
them.
and one's white.
Bullshit.
Did you miss that point?
That's not a point.
That's
21, 21.
point.
This-
Because guess
'cause
what?
these are the
There's a
only
racial
2.
tension in this world already. So y'all keep
You're
proving.
making it a racial thing. You think?
Oh,
wait,
man,
are you
sound dumb.
fucking
This
shitting
nigga's
me?
dumb. Like, you are really dumb.
Wait.
right
So
now.
tell me. In both of these instances
Oh, God.
of football players
You're just-
beating their wives, what
I'm going to say
happened to them?
something racist.
What
I didn't
happened
know
to them?
certain white
What
people could
happened
be
to
this
them?
stupid.
What happened to them?
What?
What
did
happened
you
to
say?
them?
I didn't even hear you. Because
In
I
both
was
of these
ignoring you.
instances, legally, what happened to them and what happened to their wives?
Nothing happened to the wives. Everyone
you
knows the
talking about?
atrocity of the
I mean, what happened to
situation.
their wives? I mean,
Yo,
tell
lower
me.
your
No.
voice. There's no reason to
Don't
scream.
fucking tell me to lower my voice. Are you fucking kidding me? Don't do that. Don't silence me about something that is clearly an issue.
No one's silencing.
to
You
my-
said lower your
Hang
volume.
on. You're making
Dang,
this
she's
a race.
mad.
Yeah, like we did something.
Because women
Because
get
we made
hit.
a valid
Women
point.
have
Yeah.
gotten hit
And
since the
that
dawn of
is
fucking time.
terrible.
And you don't
Hey,
give a
man.
shit.
And that's terrible. No one's taking
Hey, man,
anything
if your
away from
dude
that.
is beating you
don't
up,
care.
you need to
And
say
don't give a
something.
shit
We
about
do
it. You
care.
don't give a shit about
We
it.
do
No,
care.
You care about Ray Rice versus this other guy and how much
The other
time
white
they're-
dude, yes, I do. That's a
and how
fucking
much,
problem.
and you care about how much time they're not
No,
getting to
I
play.
ain't saying that. I'm talking about the open line point
Yeah.
of, hey, dude, wait, where is it? Like, how is this fair? This dude gets suspended for a whole year. This dude gets suspended for 1 game, and he's still playing. This other guy clearly got blackballed.
What
Pun intended.
legal action was taken against them?
What do you mean? What legal action?
I
was
mean, what legal action?
That's a
was
whole
taken?
different conversation. No
Yeah,
legal
dude, we're
action.
not
It's
talking
unfair.
about that.
It's wrong.
The point that I brought this up for was because
You think it's unfair and wrong that one person got suspended for a whole
No,
season
beating
and
a
is
woman is
blackballed,
unfair and wrong.
One person got suspended. Let
Beating-
me
yeah,
finish. Let
it
me
is
finish.
wrong. Yeah, it's wrong.
What happened to them legally?
I just said.
What
Why
happened
don't you go
legally?
look it up, genius? Why don't you
I'm
look it
asking
up?
you because you two are so offended by what
Well,
happened to
'cause
them
guess
in
what?
the
You
game,
can't-
but you don't give a shit about what happened to them legally. You don't give a shit about what happened to them in a legal court of law because they beat their wives. You don't care.
When you-
care
when
about
you
a white
listen-
guy
when
getting
you
suspended
hey,
for one
guys,
game and a
guys,
black guy
You're
getting
talking
suspended
about a
for
whole
season.
nother point.
Do me a favor.
Yeah,
when
no
you
shit.
do
What
me a
do you know?
favor.
Because you can't make this an issue, a social issue, and then not
It is a
respect,
social issue.
and then not respect all facets of it being a social issue.
Why? I
Everybody
didn't
respects
tap
all.
into that.
Hey,
No,
you
let me
don't.
say something calm. You don't tell me what I'm thinking or talking because I'm rational. Just listen calmly later to the show. What happens to women is an atrocity. A fucking atrocity. I don't know
Exactly.
what it's like to beat a woman. We
Because
know
I
that.
can see you really care about that because all you two and that's
What?
what I'm saying.
We didn't talk about that. That wasn't the
Exactly.
point.
You haven't fucking talked about it. And
Somebody,
God.
somebody must be on the rag. We're
Damn,
gonna move
is
on
your
to
boyfriend
the
beating you up or
Yeah, I just
something?
did that.
You're a garbage can of a human.
Jason, let's move on to a jammy jam until we calm down. What the fuck? Y'all enjoy that passion of the Christ we just had from passionate motherfucking conversations. Honestly, there's so much validity to both sides. Like the atrocity that's going on and the fact that women are still fighting for equal wage and getting beat up at homes. Crazy shit that I can't even fathom because I wasn't raised like that. And also Danny's point about white
Yeah,
privilege.
we
You know what I'm saying? All white boys look in the mirror and say, and sing the Kanye song, I Am a God, because that's what it's looking like out here. Y'all get white privilege, we get Hennessy privilege. Moving on real quick, because we got to end this show and see y'all next go around. What are our thoughts on 21 versus 22? 21 Savage, we love him, Savage Mode. There's a guy from New Orleans who's got a body, allegedly, called 22. And I'll stick with 21. It's a luckier number. Michel'Le biopic, anybody check that out?
Yeah, I saw
on the topic. I grew up.
We already know whose side she on.
But you know, and she's supposed to be on that side because
I actually
here's
don't
the
know
thing.
who that is.
Okay, so she's one of the first female artists on Ruthless Records. I got to speed through this. Was married to Dre. Allegedly, a lot of physical abuse. We knew the story.
To Drake?
To Dre. So we knew the story growing up, but I mean, it's like 25 years later.
Didn't he beat
Not
up
saying
that journalist too, though.
Yeah, allegedly.
No, it wasn't even allegedly. Doesn't he in that Eminem song be like, yeah?
And that's what's so awesome about Beats by Dre. Late. Anyways, yeah.
He was waiting to set that joke
I was. And also Kanye's rant about, let's go out on Kanye's rant about Jay-Z not coming over.
Man, fuck him. What'd you say?
Let's go into Kanye's rant.
There's not going to be a Watch the Throne 2.
There's not. Pretty much we're not, as fans, we're going to get cheated. We're not going to be able to get a Watch the Throne 2, and we're not going to get that Drake Kanye mixtape or album.
I mean, as long
Drake,
as
you
Kanye
savage.
keeps making music, I don't think anybody's really going to give a shit what Jay-Z does.
Wow. I don't co-sign that. I love Duce, by the way, and Jay, you the GOAT. You know that. One love, y'all. We out of here. Stay woke.